Hello. Hey, it's me, Sarfnic here. I'm choosing to stream on a day where my Wi-Fi is bad just because I want to do this stream, and I've been planning it for days, and I was like, I'll do it Monday, and of course my Wi-Fi ended up being ass, but whatever. Welcome back to the survival world. I think this time I'm going to play without shaders. Oh, I just realized my mic was super low. Sorry. Yes, the survival world where I've been starving for the past few days. Oh, well, look at that. A little reward came around after hearing about my starvation. What's up, Mello? I'm playing some hardcore. This is like my third stream event, I think, yes. What's up, Mello? How's it going? I was just in Mello's latest video. Go check it out. I watched it last night. It was really well edited, actually, so. Yeah, check out Mello MC. Starting a YouTube channel. Hopefully more videos to come. Am I right, Mello? Am I right? Alrighty. Let me turn some Minecraft music actually back on. I think I have it disabled. But the point of the stream is for me to finally finish telling the story of summer 2023, which is, yes, the summer that happened over a year ago. I know. Actually, I just had a cool idea for these. Let me turn some of these into blocks and see how this looks. But anyways, so basically, where I left off was we were nearing the... Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. My video is doing well, too, actually. I know. I just updated the thumbnail because I wanted the thumbnail to be better. Oh, doing well on hardcore. Oh, yeah. This is a new world I started. I've only played it, like... You can tell this is the third stream. This is, like, I've only played it, like, 3 times. Just haven't made much in terms of progress. But I just felt like hopping on right now, so here I am. Making some progress. But, yeah, let me continue it. So, where I left off, I was about to go on a trip, and I just had this huge family party. So, I think it was Monday, August something, 2023. Oh, that bee scared me for some reason. And, basically, I felt a little depressed. I went to visit my good friend, whose birthday is in the summer. I've talked about him a bit. I went on, like, a bunch of biking trips with him in the past. He hasn't been featured on this YouTube channel, but we filmed an interview with him and Aramis in Warcries once, and I think we lost the footage because Warcries recorded it and he's stupid. So I don't think that's ever gonna make the day. But basically, he's the one whose birthday party I went to earlier in the summer. Oh, you want to make a video for your story time? Oh, you don't need to do that. I would love to do some collaboration with you though, but right now I've just been like telling the story of my summer breaks over these hardcore streams. So I mean, if you want, you could, but it'd be a long video because it's like over mini streams rather than like just 1 or 2. But if you want to do a collaboration with me on something else, I would love to, honestly. Oh, yeah, he shouldn't have deleted all his videos. It's like, no, not Fizzy or Foe. I think they're just privated though. He should bring back some of them. I feel like this channel used to have a lot of videos like 7 years ago, and I deleted all of them, and I kind of regret, or I deleted most of them, and I privated some, and I regretted that because some of them were like legit good videos, but like my judgment was clouded by how like badly edited they were, so I just deleted them, and I regret that. Even without shaders, it's still quite a beautiful sight. Fizzy sold toxic waste. What? Yeah, but I was saying, it's that beautiful setting with the blossom trees and all that. Sold them for £1 British. Oh my gosh, no way. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. So, yeah, I hung out with my friend. I just remember being super depressed. I was hanging out at his house, and I'm like, ugh, I kind of missed my summer job because it was the Monday after my job had ended. So, if I'd been working that extra week, I would have been working that week, but I wasn't. And so I just felt depression. I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'll work this job next year. And then I think it was the next day, I decided to drop off the birthday present I got for the kid whose birthday party that I couldn't make, but I was still gonna give him the present that give him a birthday present. So I went to the place where, because you see, what I gave it to one of my coworkers who was going to go to the birthday party, and they were working camp. Sorry, I mute my mic every time a bus comes by, and there's like 2 that have come by in like the past minute. If you saw the last stream, it was super cursed. Like we had a bus coming by like every fucking 4 minutes, and I was talking about how like one time I was waiting for the bus and like it literally didn't come for like 15 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? But anyways, that was last stream. Don't worry about that now. But anyhow, so basically, I went to the main center where the camps were hosted because there was a week 9 for some camps, and some of the coworkers that were going to the birthday party were working that week 9. And so what's funny is I saw a bunch of kids I recognized from like earlier in the summer, some from like literally just like a week back, a couple days back at that camp. But yeah, I saw one of my coworkers and I dropped off a gift. And just a few hours before, I'd gone to Target to buy a gift. And it was for this little kid who was really obsessed with me, and I decided to buy him a what I'm just saying is like whenever I'm recording stuff, I live right by a bus stop, which I fucking hate, and me and all my roommates regret doing it. But I just hate how, because it's so noisy, and it's like, whenever I need the bus, which is super rare, there's no buses coming for like 25 minutes or whatever. But whenever I'm recording, there's like a bus coming every 5 minutes, both ways. What's that sound? Oh, it's just Xbox. Microsoft, whatever. But anyways, that's not even related to the story. That's just me ranting again. Back to the story. So yeah, I went to Target, and I decided to buy a Spider-Man water bottle, because I heard this kid was really into Spider-Man. So I got him a Spider-Man water bottle, and I dropped it off, and I delivered it to my coworker. And then I was like, okay, well, this trip is just a waste of gas. Let me make it useful. And so I mentioned how a couple days earlier I went to visit my friend who was pet sitting for someone else's house, and I had to borrow their umbrella because it was like a massive thunderstorm. So I technically stole an umbrella from a person's house I don't even know. But I gave the umbrella back to him. He probably returned it to them. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I'll never know. I could ask him, I guess, but that'd be a weird thing. Yeah, remember like over a year ago when I took an umbrella from this house? Yeah, did you ever return it? What a normal thing to ask someone. I don't like this up. But anyways, that happened. And yeah, I think that was probably the Tuesday. And then the next day was the Wednesday. It was when the kid's birthday party was. I was so sad I couldn't make it because I was set to be on a plane to Connecticut. Now, there are some trips where I have like high expectations, like, oh, this is going to be a really fun trip. And there's some trips, oh my god, I'm almost dead. Holy fuck. Run, 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 avoid skeletons, avoid skeletons. Where my shield, where my shield, where my shield. Why did I risk that? Dude, this is hardcore. I can't afford to do stupid crap like that. Look, if I run there, I'm dead, dude. It's okay, Sarfnic, it's okay. Get to the safety of the house, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Dude, I don't want to lose this world before I even finish telling the story of summer 2023. Because I'm going to move on to the story of summer 2024 here. I should finish the storytelling the stream, though. But, anyways, yeah, it's a good thing I can sleep. I basically left to go on this trip. And obviously I went to O'Hare Airport because that's right by where I live. I didn't really dock myself by saying that. Maybe slightly, but whatever. Headed to O'Hare Airport. And went to a part of the airport I've actually like really never been to. There's like some parts of the airport that you just never go to. Dude, I need some sugarcane, honestly, so I could start growing pumpkin pie or some shit with this pumpkin. With these pumpkins I got. Anyways, yeah, you know, arrive at O'Hare, and then me and my dad, we get upgraded to first class. That's never happened to me in my life. I want to tell you about this trip. So this trip, there's some like prelicks before we get into this, is where we visit our very rich friends. They have a very rich house in Connecticut. And what's funny is flights to Connecticut are pretty cheap. So this trip was basically living the rich life for 4 days. Most trips I go on are 5 days, but if you count the start date, it's 6. This is one of those rare trips where it was 4 days, but if you count the start date, it's 5. So it's like what it means, like you leave and 4 days later you're back home, you know? So we were visiting not cousins, but what's funny is some of my aunt and uncle were actually there for this trip. So like they're family friends basically, but like very good family friends. So like they feel like they're relatives even though they're not. And they live in Connecticut and they're super rich. Their family goes on like a lot of trips, and we're gonna get into that later. And I wouldn't say like they're super rich in like the sense that like they have infinite wealth. It's more like they just have a lot of money because both the parents are like or work high-end jobs. I'm gonna go kill those cows. I don't really care about the cow population, especially because I already have a farm for them. So I'm just gonna go and murder any cows around. So sorry guys, but anyways, yeah. So these guys are rich. So we take our flight and we get upgraded to first class. So we're sitting in the front, and I actually kind of hated first class. Maybe because I'm just not used to the seats, but I was kind of like, you know, this is not that much better. I just get some sodas. It was again, it's a flight from Illinois to Connecticut, so it's really short. It's only like feels like a 50-minute flight basically. We actually Audi's probably like an hour, but I'm like used to longer flights like the Florida and stuff, so it really didn't feel that long. So yeah, the flight finishes up and we arrive, and at the airport we decide to wait for my aunt and uncle. So I've talked about them before in the story of the summer, because I think probably in summer of 2022 they were around for summer of 2022. Oh my god, what are these background noises? What are people doing? It's 8 p.m. at night. But anyways, basically it's my dad's sister who's married this other guy recently. Like, they're not married, well, they're technically married. I'll explain. I won't explain it because it won't make sense if I try to explain it. They're engaged. They've been engaged for over 2 years. At this point, they were engaged for over a year. So they decided to go too, because they were really good friends with these people. Like, you know, back in the college days, my dad and his sister were good friends with these guys. Back when they all lived in Chicago. Of course, everyone's like in fucking Connecticut or Seattle or like those places. California. But yeah, basically, oh, we got 2 viewers. Thank you. We decided to wait for my aunt, which I hated because for like 40 minutes I'm sitting at this random ass airport just waiting, and then finally we wait for my aunt and uncle, and then someone pulls up to drive us. I actually don't remember who. Oh, it was an Uber. We took an Uber, a large Uber obviously because there's 4 of us. We took a big Uber straight to their house. Yeah, what are these? What's with the noises, man? It's just like super loud cars. I really hate these college cars, dude. Like, okay, I can't get distracted, but there was a horrible incident with a certain car a couple days ago that woke me and my roommates up, which that car should have straight up been pulled over and ticketed. But because they may have had a train horn that they honked that woke all of us up on a fucking Saturday morning. But we won't get into that. Anyways, so sorry if I sound mad. I am mad, but just I hate streaming at this place because of the background noise. It's so annoying. Because with editing or recording, I guess I can edit stuff out, but I can't like edit that stuff out when I'm streaming. So, anyways, we arrive and we Uber there, and the reason why we had to Uber is because these guys were just getting back from their vacation today on this day, so they weren't even back yet, except for their nephew who was staying at their house. He probably still is, honestly. Their nephew had just graduated college, and he lived on St. Thomas, which very coincidentally, believe it or not, is also where a kid who was in my camp for the first half of this summer that year in 2023 was from. So I was like, oh, you know, I know a kid who's from there. But I probably mentioned that earlier. But anyways, basically, he was there, and I never met this kid before, obviously, because he's from this island. But his island had like a hurricane or something, so his home got destroyed. So they're like, "Oh, you can live in our house," and they got a really nice, rich, huge house. It's such a nice fucking house. It's got a pool table. It's got like a mini bar. It is a nice house. It's got a It's got a fountain in the front. Then a great back fucking yard. I don't know why I had to say back fucking yard. Backyard with a pool, a large pool, and a hot tub, and it was amazing. And so basically we arrived. He's like, oh yeah, the rest of the family is going to be getting back. I'm mean. Oh, why am I mean, Mellow? I just saw a message just now. But basically we get back. We get there and like, oh yeah, they'll get back soon from their vacation, like later in the day, around when night hits. And so we just hang out for a bit, watch some TV, settle in. I get my own private room, which is nice. I think it was their youngest daughter's room. There's some really loud cars outside. Anyways, I actually don't remember what direction I came from to get here in this world, so I might just explore and find some sugarcane that way or something. I need to get my waypoint map up for here. but then I can't run shaders, and it's so sad. But I think I went that way earlier, so yeah, let's go this way. Anyhow, basically, we just hang out. I get this nice room, and eventually they come back. It's like late in the night, and actually no, before they come back, the nephew, he's older than me, by the way. Like, this kid's like, or call me kid. He was like 24 probably back then, just fresh out of college, 23. Actually, I'd probably say he was 23 back then. And obviously back then I was 20, so, you know, age difference, bit of an age difference. Basically, he's like, all right, we're gonna order pizza. My dad's like, why don't you go with him? And so I'm like, yeah, sure. And so we drive around. They have a bunch of nice cars, by the way. These guys really are rich. We drive around their nice cars for a bit. I need to screenshot this just in case I lose it because I don't have a waypoint map. I just realized this is more of a Master Halberd based on the season, Sarfnic season. Because he's here, I'm in an actual cherry blossom bomb. I better hurry up with this because the sun is setting. I'm 21 now, but I'm talking about this story is like over a year ago when I was 20. I'm just talking about like a super fun. I'm talking about summer of 2023, so a while ago. Also, you spelled year wrong. Wink, wink. But yeah, so we drive around, and it's actually a really nice place. This place, like, it is so nice. It's like a foresty town with like rich houses, and you go, and it's like a beautiful town on the hills, and like I get like one photo of it, and then we get some pizza, pick up some pizza, and then we're already heading back. And then the night comes, and the family pulls up, and they have 2 daughters and a son. The youngest daughter and youngest son, the only son basically, they're twins. And I met them a long time ago, like in spring of 2014. Yes, there we go. That one sugarcane is going to branch. Ooh, actually a village. I'm going to raid that after this. Basically, I met those kids when they were like little kids. They were probably like in, okay, so if they were starting high school in 2024, 10 years back, they would have been like first or even, I can't remember if they're starting high school back then, or if I think they were starting high school. Starting 9th grade in 2023, 9 years earlier, over 9 years ago, earlier, they would be starting first grade. So they're basically kindergartens in 2014, kindergartners. And it's weird because I remember like this was yesterday. Like, I was already done with, I just graduated, I was about to graduate elementary school when I met them. But I remember it was when the Nut Job came out, and they were like little kids talking about the Nut Job with me. And now, like, I see them years later, obviously, and like the boy is so much more mature. Because like when a boy turns 14, they're basically like an adult, like mentally. They like understand adult stuff. So that's how I view it. Oh my god, I can actually tame an animal. Like, I should ride that mule donkey I saw earlier. Beautiful village. I love how it's just like down here. I really want to build like a survival world where I feel connected to the world itself, immersed with it. And having a waypoint map will help with that, so I'll probably eventually just switch to the waypoint map mod instead of running this with Optifine. But that'll be later, of course. Ooh, did I just see a stable? I don't think a lot of villages have stables like this. So. Yeah, this is actually it's a farm place, whatever. This is a very rare type of structure to see in a village. This is a really cool village. Happy I found it. But I'll probably sleep here and then wake up in the morning. I'll spend the night. And don't mind me taking so many screenshots. Let's run shaders. I decided I want to see what this place looks like with shaders, so yeah. But yeah, they arrive, and what's funny is I couldn't tell who was who. I couldn't tell who was the older girl, and the older girl, by the way, was only a year younger than me. What's weird is I actually I didn't really remember her. I remembered her younger siblings, not her. But yeah, we went to New York in 2014, which was a fucking huge trip, by the way. We went to New York, we went to Connecticut, we also went to New Jersey. We did a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of storylines have branched out from that trip, and this is one of them. We saw a lot of people in that 2014 New York trip. I'll never forget that trip. But yeah, anyways, these are some of the people we met, but we only spent a day with them, and I barely remember it, which is kind of sad. But yeah, wow, flowers growing on stone. Very realistic, Minecraft. Very realistic. But oh, come on, get out of bed, dude. I've seen enough Minecraft Villager Instagram reels to know what you guys get up to in your off time. Sorry, buddy. Probably you're probably very angry about that. Whatever. So I didn't punch you. Look how beautiful the village is in the morning. Oh, better pray to God in the fucking church. Oh, yeah, speak of the devil. The God prayer. Nice to meet you, sir. Alright, let me head back. I know I'm like role-playing and shit, but like, whatever. Oh, you need to die. You do not belong here. You need to leave. God damn it, I was hoping I have time that really. But, anyways, they arrive, and it's kind of cool because these people are like, I want to get along with them. They're very social, let's just say. And this trip kind of felt a little similar to the trip I'd gone on earlier in the summer, even though I probably told the story over a year ago. The trip to Wyoming. You know, I get to hang out with this family. I get to meet some of their friends. Like, I just thought it was really cool. Really cool shot of this village, by the way. Happy I turned on the shaders. So, basically, they're a fun family. They were actually watching this TV show. It's not Lost, but they were watching this show on Netflix, and they invited me to watch it with them, the whole family. And what's kind of weird is I ended up becoming more into the TV show than they were. Like, they were just watching this dumb Netflix show. There's my house. Where basically, I don't even Netflix. Where basically it's like these people live on a spaceship, these humans, and they go back to Earth, and it's like sci-fi. All right, yeah, you need to sleep. I know it's late for you, European boy. All right, see ya. But it was a really cool. Thanks for stopping by the stream, by the way, Mel. But it was a really cool show, and it was mainly the older cousin, or their nephew. Well, he's cousins with the kids, obviously, who was watching it, and me and him started binging it together. And, you know, it was summer break for these guys, so we were just hanging out. The first night, we just hung out. But they're very big. Yeah, 2:34 for you. It's 8:34 for me. Well, actually, 8:33. Maybe your clock's off. I mean, my clock's off. Anyways, very, very cool family, but they were a little too party people. They were a little too into partying. My dad is really big on partying and stuff, but even he was like, or he's really big on hanging out, but even he's like, yeah, these guys are such good party animals. And it's just worth mentioning, this was a really fun trip for me to bond with my dad. I don't have like a horrible relationship with my father or anything, but like when I go on trips, usually I just don't talk to him. Like, you know, but us going on the solo trip was really awesome, and we really wanted to do it again. We almost went again in summer 2024 to Connecticut, but it just didn't end up working out because we both chose to prioritize other trips. But there's a chance we might go again. Don't fall. Why are you fucking walking into a pit, dog? Holy shit. Dude, I'm worried. Once I get knocked off this guy, I'm going fucking straight in. So you're not tamed, but you're not knocking me off. I'll knock my... Great. Great. Look at this. Now we're stuck at the bottom of a pit. Oh, sorry! Okay, let that zombie die. I'm so sorry. Oh god, he's not actually extremely low. Come on, let me... Let's get you tamed and we'll leave this place, okay? Together, okay? Best friends. Come on, I need control. Okay, let's see. I can't get him up that way. This is how a friendship begins. On any Minecraft survival world, you meet an animal and you both fall in a pit together, and you become best friends. Let's get you out of here, for real. Oh, bus coming, time to meet. We got out of the hole! Oh, it sucks Mel missed that cool lore moment. You're never gonna experience that again, even if you watch it. Watch the replay, the VOD. You're never gonna experience the triumph of taking a horse out of a hole like this. Or donkey. Super slow, but hey, you can put chests on them and stuff. That's cool, right? It's okay, don't need to walk away. I'm gonna make a nice pen for you. You'll be free. You'll float too. And be free. On top of floating. Ugh, I need to destroy these flowers. Sorry, I know you're beautiful, but not here. Alrighty. So, I was gonna make you a bigger pen, but I guess it's not a lot of space, so. Welcome. What should I name this guy? I'm thinking Alfred, if I remember that. I'll probably forget that and name something else if I get a name tag. Or I'll die, and he'll never live again. Like those dogs in those Minecraft worlds abandoned. Just abandoned by his owner forever. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Put this away finally. But, yeah. So, we have a great time, obviously. So far, I'm having a good time. We watched this TV show. I don't remember the name, but it was about, again, it was about this, like, weird space society coming back to Earth and discovering there are societies. It was a large show, and so when the trip ended after, like, a couple days, I was like, I'm not watching this show anymore, dog. It took a bunch of twists and turns. People were murdered, betrayals. There were, like, fights between tribes on the Earth, and the space people obviously being like, oh, we're better than everyone else because we kept our society going in space. They're, like, evil dudes in gas masks. It was such a weird fucking show, but I thought it was fun for the time. And, yeah, so the second day came, and this day, I think the kids did their own shit. A second donkey. Actually, this peak is pretty nice. I've built like a monastery or somewhere to pray or something up here. Yeah, I think I came from this direction. Yeah, it's towards positive Z. So I came from that direction, that means, okay. Yeah, it's nice up here. I'll definitely build like a little pathway up here, something like that. I would get rid of this tree, but because it has the bees, I can't. It's gotta stay forever. But yeah, anyways, this first day we decided to go to Mystic, Connecticut, which is actually a long drive. It's pretty much most of the way to fucking Boston. But yeah, you just pretty much follow the coast. And Mystic, Connecticut is this beautiful village. There's a movie there called Mystic Pizza, which I actually watched at the end of the summer after this. I might get to that later. But you go to Mystic, Connecticut, and there's a zoo there, and we hang out, or aquarium. And you guys don't know this much about me, but I love zoos and aquariums. I've gone to so much in the years 2023 and 2024. I've gone to so many of them. I went to one earlier in July 2023 in Milwaukee. I went to the Milwaukee Zoo. And once I get to telling the story of summer 2024, I'll tell you about more. I'll tell you about more zoos. Trust me, I go to a fucking lot. But anyways, in the context of the story, yeah, we go to the zoo, or no, the aquarium, and it's a nice-ass aquarium, and we all decide to split off. So it's the dad of the house drove us there, my uncle, my aunt, my dad, and then somebody else came with us. I just don't know who. It was actually a long drive. I just listened to music and it felt super short though. But it was a long drive to get out there. None of the kids went with us. I think they were doing shit, whatever. I don't know. Kids don't like to do stuff anymore recently. That's what I found out. Which I didn't inherit that. I'm pretty proud of my dad for like making me do stuff as a kid. Because like I'm always down to hang out and like go on like a car ride somewhere. Unless it's like a super boring place I've been to like 60 times. Then I'm like, nah. But anyways, yeah. It was very cool. And after that we went to Mystic, Connecticut and had some... Not some pizza, we had some seafood. And what's funny is like my dad was like, I really want to get Italian food, but there's also this seafood place. And they were very debating. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to break the tie. Let's get some seafood. And then cut to getting the food. My dad's like, holy fuck, you made the right decision. I almost said my real name for a second. And I'm like, you know, it's rare that like I make the right decision, so thank you for acknowledging that. But yeah, pretty fun time. And then later on, I forgot to mention actually, we're gonna backtrack a tiny bit. Before that happened, the first night we decided to go in the hot tub. So it was me, my uncle, my dad, and the family's nephew. I'll just say the older boy, the guy, the older guy. He was supposed to warm the fucking water, the hot tub water, because you can't just run it. Like, the water would be cold. You have to warm it for like an hour or two. But he didn't do it right. So we were like in the hot tub when it was like actually cold. It was basically a cold tub, and we were still just hanging there. And we decided like, oh, we're gonna wait till it gets hot. Wait over an hour. It's not really that hot. So eventually we all just leave, and I'm like disappointed. But anyways, we're at this place, and then we decide to drive back. And so while driving back, we get pretty close to their house, and they're party people. They're like, cool. We've got two choices. Either we go back to the house and hang out, or we go to a bar and hang out. And yeah, we'll be out for a few more hours, but that's more fun. And basically, I kind of said, can we not do that? And they're kind of like, they didn't like say, fuck you, we don't want to do your opinion, but they're like, okay, we're doing it, because everyone else wanted to do it. I was like, ah. So we go to this bar, and I still remember the name of this bar. It's called Ernie's. You can probably look it up in Connecticut. Yeah. I don't care about doxing where I went on a trip, okay? And it's near their house. And we go there and decide to meet up with some of their family friends, including this one woman who's an Indian woman. Obviously, most of the people we were hanging out with are Indian here. Sorry about that. All the buses make a beeping noise, and I can never figure out why the fuck they make that noise. Like, they just want to be noisier for it being more annoying for people. But, oh, there's another one. Two passed by me at the same time. I don't know. I need to stop complaining about that, seriously. I mean, right now it's October. It feels like I've been at my college apartment for a while now, but like in 6 months in April, we'll still be here, and I'll probably be over it by then. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll curse these words. I don't know. One day I'll watch this back. I'll be like, no, that wasn't true. Anyways, my Halloween pumpkin's here. Yeah, we arrived at this bar, and there's this woman who's crazy. And my aunt was a bit of a party woman, but even she was like, okay, that girl's kind of nuts. And apparently I'd met her in the past, but I don't know, like years ago. And she's so crazy that we're hanging out at this bar. And remember, I wasn't 21 back then, so I was at the bar. I didn't really want to drink. And she was dancing. And she was like talking about how like saying to me like, you need to be out talking with girls, partying yourself. And even my dad, who like would agree with that shit usually, he's kind of like, no, you don't really need to. And basically she's like, all right, you guys gotta come visit my house. And we're like, your house? And yeah, she has like a son and stuff too, who's like young, like basically a 4-year-old kid. And we go to their house, and it's like 12 a.m. I may add you. We've been out like all day, probably since like 11 a.m. Maybe I should 1 p.m. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not gonna like go back on photo footage and look to video footage, so I don't really care how to do that. Oh, I just reminded myself of another thing I forgot to talk about. The zoo or the aquarium was super cool. We're backtracking a bit. I'm sorry. I know I'm really bad at telling stories. I can't tell a linear story for the life of me. Keep breeding up the animals, so I have like reserves of animals in case I want to eat them one day. I think I should breed up the sheep because I have less of them. But basically, oh my god, I might just breed a parent with their son, because I can't tell the difference between the pink sheep. That one's a white baby. All balanced out, I guess. I need to get carrots. Maybe I need to go back to that village and see what crops they have. Later for sure. But I want to work on like a path or so. I want to work on like the house a bit more. Promise, I want to like. Actually, I know. I need to go mining. That's what I need to do. I have like no minerals. Yeah, let's create a mine. I'll do it down here actually. It's gonna be a while, but whatever. Before I get to like end level where I can get any good resources, but whatever. Make some torches too. Oh, another bus? How? I want to use a strategy that I never really used this for Survival Worlds, but then I started using it in Hearth SMP Season 7, and it works super well. Torches on the left side of the wall when you're going in a cave, and then on the other side of the wall when you're going out. Well, I need to actually make backup pickaxes. This pickaxe is gonna break. I got a ton of iron, so I'm not worried about like my iron supply. I'm just worried about. I need wood though, and sticks and stuff to make more pickaxes. So You make 2 more for now. I don't need to make 4. Jeez. I need crap. Whatever. I can just quickly get a piece of wood, or just do without crafting table. That's probably fine too. No, I can't do without crafting table. I can't tell if it's thunderstorming or not. The shaders make it look like it's thunderstorming, but I don't think it actually is, because if it was, we would be seeing mobs spawning. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna break a part of this. Let's break the fucking whole tree that's like right here. I knew I'd start breaking this tree eventually, because it's like, you know, inside the fucking crop farm, or inside the animal farm. Sheep farm, the words. Anyways, we go to the zoo, and there's like a lot of cool aquatic stuff. I remember walking around, splitting off, as I said. I saw some penguins, which is sick. You don't see penguins all the time. And it was a really awesome zoo. That's zoo. Why do I keep saying fucking zoo? You see, my brain can't like storytell for the life of me. It's a really awesome aquarium. And dude, I can't speak. I'm about losing my like track of what I'm talking about. I'll try to continue. Just give me a second to collect my thoughts. Is all. Yeah, we explore a lot. This reminds me of an aquarium I went to in August of 2017. I actually went back there, and it's in Milwaukee. I actually went back there in January of 2024. Yeah, literally this January. Although I don't think I'm ever going to tell the story of that, because that was over winter break and not summer break. Although one day I might like take a shift and tell the story of winter break instead of summer break, like I'm doing. But usually there's a lot less to tell, which is maybe why I haven't. But also I don't want to like swamp my my streams with just telling stories of every little detail in my life. Anyways, continuing. This iron pickaxe is gonna break, but I don't care. I just need to breathe for a second, sorry. Alright. We also saw this cool like dolphin. It wasn't a dolphin show, it was like a seal show. But it was kind of cringe and like made for kids. It was super crowded though. Like this was not like some like random ass aquarium. This was a pretty popular place. Mystic Aquarium. In my bedroom at like actual home and not here at college, I do have the tickets still. Like I hold on to it, but my dad has been doing it. I started doing it too, like holding on to like all these tickets and stuff from over the years, all my trips and stuff. But tickets and photos and stuff, and some bracelets and papers, you know, just like hung up on like a little bulletin board in my room. You can probably actually see it if you look in the background of some of my older reaction videos. Before like I started like actually like caring about framing and stuff, I would have like this. You'd see in my background like a big bulletin board with like a bunch of photos and stuff. Yeah, that bulletin board. Oh, for once I actually went on a tangent that wasn't off topic, exactly connected to what I was talking about. But yeah, anyways, we go to this woman's house, and it's 12 a.m. and she wakes up her husband, who she's Indian, and her husband's white, and she has like a 3 to 4 year old son who looks a bit older than that. He looks like a 5-year-old basically. And what's shocking is he looks super white. And she was saying like, but like, you know, he's half Indian. Like he came out of her. Like I don't know what to say. I'm gonna sound very bad, but that's literally what she said. Like this boy came out of me. This woman's very crazy. Super sexual too. Like, won't stop talking about like stupid shit like that. So I'm pretty sure she would be fine if she heard me say that. And so my dad and like these, and obviously the dude we were staying with like didn't really care because I guess he knows them. But my dad and my aunt were like, "You're gonna wake up your like fucking 5-year-old son, 4-year-old son, whatever, at 12 just to meet some people?" And like you could tell the husband was the dad, and it was like kind of like, "What the fuck are you doing?" If you're a crazy woman, you get away with more shit than if you're a crazy man. That's all I'm willing to say. Like in a relationship, I mean. And yeah, we're over at these people's house. It isn't too big. They're talking about how it's such a great place to live, and you'll go to a great school. And they've got great jobs, and they don't really miss Chicago. All these people lived in Chicago back in the day, by the way. Although they talked about how they were going to be visiting Chicago for Labor Day, or not Labor Day, sorry, late September in 2023. And I was like, you know, I'll probably want to see you. But like, we could see you. You could babysit the kid. I'm like, oh god. And I just met the kid, of course, and I was like, oh whatever. I talked to him. Like, I didn't really talk to him. But like, I know I'm super good with kids. I'm like, eventually this kid's gonna like me. And oh boy, was I right for like the 90th time. So the next day happens, and I don't remember much. I actually took their nice car out with my uncle. For some reason, I got permission to take out the like really nice car they have. It's like a convertible. It was like red. It was really nice. Trust me, I don't know the branding because I don't really know car brands. But if I show it to like someone, like, oh, that's a Ford or a Ferrari or that's a Jaguar 619. How do you not know what that is? That's basically what those guys would say if I talked about it. And we actually drove. They live super close to the border of New York, so we drove to New York, and there's this really cool park where we could walk around and hike for a bit. Me and my uncle. And there was also there's a pool there, and tons of kids are playing. And it's funny because my uncle, he's actually an old dude. Like he's in his 50s, late 50s. But he's a grandpa. And it's funny because I'm hanging out with him at a playground. We're like both on the swings together, and then we're climbing these like cool net. I love when playgrounds are like this giant net and stuff. It's so fun. But yeah, we're basically hanging out. Jeez, I almost want the 2 fucking pickaxes. Take a wild guess. Another bus came. Like they're coming like in fucking full junction. Anyways, I placed a torch and it didn't make a sound. I swear. But yeah, basically, we're not even at level 0 yet. That proves we were pretty fucking high up there. But yeah, basically, it was fun. It was in New York. There was a pool there too. We walked around a bit and then we decided to leave. And I was like, good experience. Then the second day, I remember we get back and there's a bee hive that's in their backyard. And it's really causing them issues, so they call a guy to deal with the beehive. It's funny because like I'm with all the kids and they're all like taking videos of like this dude like taking out the beehive. And he's like a exterminator or whatever. But what's funny is he later on comes up to me like when I'm hanging outside. He's like, I just happened to be going to like their garage at the same time he was like in the garage. And he's like pointing out the car. He's like, that's a da 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 da, right? I'm like, dude, honestly, I'm a guest here. I don't even know. You probably think I'm one of these rich kids, but trust me, I'm not, dude. I ain't. Anyways, so I don't really remember much what happened the rest of those days. I think we watched a lot of TV. Oh yeah, they had a party one night. Oh my god, this is gonna bother me forever that I did this. You know what? I'll make up for it by doing this. But basically, they had a party, and I guess the younger girl, who was only 14 or 15 at the time, probably 15. She had like a bunch of her friends over and stuff. It's funny. It's like, you know, I'm meeting like there's one white girl who I thought was kind of funny. It's like, why am I like all these trips I've been going on, at least that summer, I'm meeting all these like people and stuff, and like all these girls and stuff, and like this is like, I really love trips where you do that, where you get to like go out and like kind of experience a different world than your own. Like these are people I've known for years, and I see what their lives are like. Whether it was like the trip to Dubai, which I obviously didn't tell the story of because that was winter break 2022, entering 23, or the Wyoming trip, which I talked about, or even that cruise ship trip I went on in spring 2023, which I also didn't talk about because that was spring break. I actually always was considering making a stream where I do talk about that cruise ship trip, but I don't think I will because now it's been too long. I've probably already forgotten a lot of details. Oh, never say never though. Go up there later. I don't want to go up there right now. Happy I reached the cave finally, by the way. I think my inventory's so fucking full because I didn't empty it of like random bullshit. Never even planned that shuriken too. Stupid me. Anyhow, so yeah, fun trip thus far, and I think it was the 3rd full day. And the last full day, because obviously it was a 5-day in total trip if you count the start day and the end day. I swear to God, 5 buses have come in the past like 10 minutes. It's so stupid. Anyways, I guess I will go up here for a second. Never mind. I don't want to fight the skeleton. This is a butt fuck me and end my world. I don't really want to do anything with this. The bone, but whatever. Bad to the bone. So, I'm gonna head up again. I know it's like I just got down here, but like I don't have chest space or inventory space. Sorry. I will explore more. Don't worry. I will mine more. But yeah, the final day came, and we didn't do much. I think I probably watched more of that damn TV show in the beginning of the day. But in the night, we were gonna go to New York City. Now, some of you may not know, but I went to New York in 2014, and I barely remember it. And I've barely been in New York, and like it's kind of just like I don't really care. So their daughter, who is a year younger than me, so at the time she was only 19. She had just done her first year of college, I think in DC, or it was either DC or Jersey. But she was moving to NYU, so this would double as like us visiting New York City, and her getting to visit the NYU campus, which actually Barron Trump just started going to this year, which is funny. I have this girl on Instagram. I've seen her. She's a bit of a party girl, but I haven't kept in contact with her. I haven't seen her since obviously August 2023. I'd like to see her again. I definitely want to go back to Connecticut. We didn't get to do it this summer, although we are actually planning to, because again the flights are cheap, and they said that they would be down with it. But we'll probably do it. I'll try to see if I can force it next year to make up for that. But you never know. It might just not work out. But anyways, it was a fun drive. So we had two cars. We had the adults car and the kids car. And so obviously I went in the kids car. The only thing that sucked is, based off of car space, I had to sit in the middle of the car for like this 1 hour trip. Actually, they're not even that far from the city, so it's like about 1 hour trip. And that sucks. Sitting in the middle between two people. It sucks. It's uncomfortable. I hate it. I'm actually very picky about like where I sit in a car. Like there's not a lot of things in life I'm picky about. I'm very flexible, but I don't like to sit in the way back of a car trip. I'm not like I need to sit in the front. I'm just like I don't want to sit in the way back. Stuff like that. But yeah, basically it was a alright car ride. And we arrived in New York City, but I had been in New York City before, although I barely even remembered much of it. I remember like going to Central Park and like seeing the Lion King there, which apparently is an iconic thing that people have done. I was talking to someone recently who's like, oh yeah, I went to see Lion King in New York City. I'm like, I did that too, but like 10 years ago. But I need to make a water bucket because I guess I don't have one. Or, oh, I do have one. Blind. Alrighty. Let's make infinite water source quickly. I could go up there and grab the water, but that's probably a bad idea, so I'm just going to go down here near the water, or the ocean, and grab it instead. Creep. Oh, man. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I've probably said that exact quote a lot. Went to New York, and we decided to originally hang out. So we originally met up at this cool restaurant, and we decided to eat after being on like the road for a tiny bit. And then we decided to go to this very famous area. You see it in a lot of videos. I went to this area, and I've never been here. I didn't recognize it. But apparently it's very famous. I've seen like Lego builds of it. I've seen animations of it. Like it's been in movies. Ever since August 2023, ever since August 2023, I've seen this place so many times. It's like this. It's near the NYU campus. It's just like, there's this giant like arch, and there's a cool fountain, and there's a lot of people there and stuff. And so something weird happened, and I'll explain this. We get there, we take some photos, and there's like this metal man sort of dude who's like doing his act. And I guess one of the girls, I think it was the youngest girl, or I don't even know, someone in our party comes up to him and like touches him, and he gets like really angry, and he starts like shaking his head at her or whatever. And I guess she took a video of it, and I guess, you know, you're not supposed to touch these guys. And so the parents, obviously people they were like, hey, you gotta apologize to that guy. Like, you can't just come up to him and touch him like that. It was just a really awkward thing. I also realized that I did not actually do what I was supposed to do. And, you know, place the sugar cane or the water, for that matter. So I'll quickly go back and do it. It was really awkward, and I really don't remember it because I just didn't think about it much after that. So I don't know. It might have even been a different family completely and not ours, but I'm pretty sure it was ours. Yeah, just like touched one of these guys, and he got really pissed off, and so they had to apologize, whatever. And, or was it a video they had? I don't even know. I just don't remember. Like, I know it's weird for me not to remember something that happened like not even a year and a half ago, but still, I just don't remember. Sorry, yeah. But yeah, so basically, then we decided to go on a walk, and then we decided to split off from the parents because we went to this shoe store, Nike shoe store, of course. Or just some brand shoe store, I don't know. And we said, you know, let's split off. The kids go with the kids, because we had 2 different cars, obviously. And the adults go with the adults. Simple as that, really. Because the adults wanted to explore New York more, have a time, and, like, the kids were like, we've already seen New York 100 times. And me, I'm like, I've seen New York once before, but I don't really want to explore. And so we go with the kids, and we decide to take the train. And oh god, the New York subway is nasty. Nasty. And we go to visit, basically, their friend's apartment. They have a nice apartment in New York City. And this was right before my junior year of college. So it was right before I had to live in an apartment. So, like, I was, like, kind of observing, like, oh, what's the apartment lifestyle like? And it was a weird apartment. It was, like, mostly fucking hallway. And then there's, like, a couple rooms. Sorry to end your life, Cal, but not sorry. So, yeah, we go to this apartment, we chill out there for a bit, and then we decide to eat out for dinner. And we go to this really nice Asian place that they've apparently been to a bunch. And it's super nice. Like, they cook the food in front of you a little bit. It's not like hibachi. It's a bit different than hibachi. It's also not like hot pot. It is weird. Like, basically, they cook the food in front of you, and then you'd grab it yourself. And it was a really cool place, and they even gave me, again, I wasn't 21 at the time, but who gives a fucking shit? The world doesn't care about that, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on which side of the aisle you're on. We basically... What was I saying? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. I gotta try this, like, weird alcohol. I forget what it was called. If you asked me a year ago, I don't remember. But now, nope. Gone from the memory. Gone from the old memory bank. Some sort of, like, ginger... Oh, I don't know. Some like, Asian drink. It's like Japanese beer. But it's, like, really... It's, like, this certain flavor. It's really bad. Not mint, not ginger. Basically, it was really bad. And I was like, ugh, this is gonna give me a hit for sure. And then we go back to those people's apartment. And, like... May I mention, we went in the people's apartment we visit, we went in their car, and they were speeding, man. They were, like, going around people. I'm like, ugh. But, you know, I don't really care because I'm the visitor. You know, if you're in someone else's car, you don't tell them to slow down when you first meet them for the first time. And, by the way, like, their apartment was nice, but, like, right outside, it fucking smelled like poop. I was like, ugh. We passed by a lot of cool restaurants. It was really cool seeing New York and not, like, being like, oh, like, you know, when I go to cities I barely visit, people are like, or my family's like, we gotta tour everything. We gotta be the tourists. But, like, it's kind of nice to just go there casually and hang out. And, yeah, we hang out in their apartment for a bit, and then it's really late. And so we get a call from the adults like, hey, we're gonna head back soon. And so we're like, okay, we're gonna head back soon, too. And so we head back. And it's a long drive, and this time they actually let me not sit in the middle, thankfully. Although I felt bad, because I kind of forced, I think it was the younger girl, I kind of forced her to be in the back, or me in the middle. In the back next to me, but it's like, you know what, it's fine. I'm the guest, they gotta be treating me. And then we get back, and I remember being so tired, but I couldn't fall asleep in the car. I was kind of pissed off, like, you know, because like these people stay up late, and they had, okay, I think I forgot to mention, the previous night of the second day, so the day I went to, like, we didn't do much day I went to the park, the crazy woman came back and brought her son, and we went to the pool. We went in the pool for a bit. I mean, obviously this is summer, so like 8 p.m., 7 p.m. sun, and swam with the kid. And something bad happened to my phone. The kids, I was like doing a Snapchat video in the hot tub. I do that a lot actually because I love taking videos and stuff. I'm like a mini vlogger basically. And the kid splashed me, and it became an issue later because he splashed my phone so that it wouldn't charge in the charger port. And so I was like worried. We hung out in the hot tub, swam around with the kid for a bit. We had like water guns. I was spraying this kid. And then this is when me and the kid became friends basically. Like later on in the house, we were like hanging out, and we were hanging out in like the room where they watch TV, and like we were playing like a board game. I forget what it was. It was a weird version of Monopoly to be dinosaur themed or something. And I played with one of the boys. I can't remember if it's the older boy or the one that's like younger, but one of the guys anyways. And I think it was might have been the younger one. This kid started to like me, and I'm like, hey, wow, I've just got this charm that kids really like me. I don't know how. Everywhere I go, little kids, like I'll meet like a 5-year-old or 6-year-old, whether I'm like cousins with them or not, they just like me. It's like the only thing I'm actually good at in life, and it sucks because I'm a male, so people automatically think of it as like a suspicious thing to be good with kids, which it couldn't be farther from the fucking truth. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the village now because I want to see if I can pick up the. I want to see if I can get some other crops. I want to make a farm, but I'm gonna make it like down here, so I actually have the space. Well, I want to be close to the house, so like it actually grows and doesn't like stay frozen forever. But like, this ain't Valheim. Like the time system's a bit different. Anyways, now we're on the last day. We decided to have one last party with all these people over and all that. They decided to have one last party. And I hate it because like I'm up to 2 a.m. and these people are still playing music. They're such a party family. Like I'm not used to how slow the swim is when you're when you don't have depth strider anymore. God, it's gonna be night. I'm gonna arrive there. Well, whatever. Can't change fate, I guess. Can't change fate. I guess I could like make like a little river cruise ferry from obviously my base over there to the village over here, which I can actually just barely see. My base? The village. If I had like distant horizons, it'd be so easy to see. What I should do? I should just make a boat and swim it. Next time, I guess. Now I can't really see it anymore. Womp womp womp. Oh, I gotta hurry. The sun's setting. It's like any like fantasy movie where like you have to get back to the village before the sun sets, and you fail. Alrighty, I'm back. Thank God for this dock. Anyways, continuing the story. So it's kind of nice. We just hang out and I hang out with the boy a bit. And oh yeah, I was backtracking for like the 15 million time. I know, right? I forgot to mention. So my phone wouldn't charge for a while. And I was super scared, but eventually it just started charging, and I still have the same phone to this day. So I guess the charger port was pretty okay after that water incident. But yeah, you know, I hang out and sorry, I forced you out of your bed. Hopefully Iron Golem doesn't really care. He won't care. I got diamonds in the stream. I got diamonds in the stream, oh my gosh. Hey, can I take a selfie with you? Are you an iron golem? Dude, look at me. I'm wearing the skin of your ancestors. I would kill you, but also I have no reason to, so I'm gonna do that. Hey, what are you selling? I already looked at you earlier. Fucking stupid. Alright, let me craft a boat and get out of here. This is a nice village. I definitely like to settle here at some point. Or do something here, but right now, nope. Boom. Proof that person's been here. Villagers don't really place crafting tables. Sorry, burp. Burp from nothing. I basically ate no food today because of my college shit. But whatever. Let's go. Hey, how the shaders makes like everything look so jittery. Like, why am I shaking? Look at the morning sun as I sail. Set sail in the morning sun. I'm taking a lot of screenshots, I know, but who the fuck cares? Ain't your problem. It's my RAM. And boom. We're already back. Yeah, definitely for the future, we're gonna do a little boat trail instead of oh, I need the village there, and I need the yeah. Wait. Still if I just back up a bit. If I had stopped like I said earlier, you could like barely just see one of the houses in the distance still. But nope, now it's gone. See, that trip like took like a third of the time. Instead of like a 2-minute trip, it's like a 45-second trip. Definitely gonna do more boating in the future. As I kind of like liven this place up, there's gonna be like paths down here and stuff. I'm gonna basically just make this a home. A nice, cozy home. Anyways, continuing the story where I left off. What I say is true. You know, I went to that village to get crops and I didn't do it, so now we're heading back. Dead serious. Like, I need to like learn to remember stuff instead of like telling stories and like this is why I'm a bad storyteller. It's because my brain like thinks about 50 different things at once and I forget to do what I'm meant to do, what I was planning to do. That's kind of better. You can see the house. Kind of. It's fading away. It is. And I can see the village. I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close by it. I think my awareness is actually pretty high. No, I got to turn down to 16. I'm actually going to turn on 32. Because I just want to show you how much I can see if I have 32 chunks on. I'm not going to turn up that much, but 32 is good. So I won't be able to see it from here, but then once I get back, I'll still be able to see the village from there for sure. Anyways, so oh yeah, I can actually see beyond that. What the fuck? It actually kind of looks unrealistic, mainly because of the shaders. It kind of makes it too low. I am actually a little laggy now. Notice that. If I turn off the shaders, I wouldn't have to be worried about lag, but look at that. But I think it's gonna look even cool when I'm there and I see the village. All right, we're gonna grab farm stuff. Yeah, they have one last party. It's super chill. I remember it's late night, having some alcohol. The adults played poker. I was like, fuck that, because I had a bad poker experience, and so I never want to play poker again. I refuse to. Yes, carrots. New crop unlocked. But basically, it was a pretty fun night. We did play some pool. I remember playing pool. It was super fun. And I didn't win, but like, actually no, I did win, but it was like I won because my opponent lost. How do I explain it? I don't think it was did they knock the 8-ball in? That might have been why I won, but basically I suck at poker. Or I suck at the pool. Oh yeah, I didn't play poker. I skipped the poker. I didn't skip the pool. I can see why it's lagging. I'm running shaders and I'm like loading all of this at once. Like, come on, like that. Yeah, that's gonna fucking lag the PC a bit. I'm gonna get a lot of screenshots too because you know you never know when you're gonna get see screenshots like this again, see stuff like this again, views like this again, you know. But anyways, I'm not really seeing any crops anymore, so I think I'm dipping. I'm gonna check over here quickly and I'm gonna dip. So, anyways, where did I leave off? I was talking about the pool. I even played. The little kid tried to play pool, but it didn't really work out for him. FYI, I've heard like 3 buses in the past 2 minutes, like unironically. What the fuck, dude? Anyways, continuing. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. But hey, this is good. Sure, my game's lagging, but it's gonna look good with screenshots. I'm talking about like 5 different things. I'm talking about how beautiful this village looks. I'm talking about like the stupid buses and the story I'm telling. And at the same time, I'm talking about like stupid fucking crops. Trying to find like crops. Man, my brain's all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. This is called having ADHD. Which, if it wasn't pretty obvious, I fucking have it. Anyways, heading back here. Now let's continue where we left off. So, yeah, it was a fun night, and I even played chess with this little kid. And let's say it was kind of embarrassing. He's a fucking 4 or 5-year-old kid, right? But he's like smarter for his age. He's a very fun kid, very witty kid. And let's say I beat him at chess, okay? But there was a point where I wasn't really beating him. Like, he took some of my pieces, and I took some of his pieces. And I was like, oh my god. Like, it's a point where, like, if the kid was good, he would have beat me. But, like, I wasn't destroying a 5-year-old. I was, like, slightly beating a 5-year-old. Like, he was making good moves against me. And it's like, I'm so bad at chess that a fucking 5-year-old kid is like, holding his own against me. Just fucking think about that for a minute. I like how it's, like, not laggy when those chunks aren't loaded in. I just want to get the cool view, and I'll probably just change it back because this is too laggy for me. Or I could just, you know, switch off shaders. That would, like, fix the issue. And geez, now look, I can see the village. Like, it's not even that far away at all. I think Minecraft is a game that you shouldn't play with super large render distance because then it just makes everything look super close when they're not. But with some render distance, I think it's fine. Some large render distance. Especially if you're trying to like, get cinematic shots or something like that. I don't care about like destroying the flowers. I don't really give a shit. Little pole. Yep. Anyways, let's continue. So basically, yes, I visit. Oh, I'm talking about. I was going to say I visit the village, but that's what I did in the fucking game, not in real life. What am I talking about? Look at that. Look at the village near my base. Ain't that shit beautiful? And look over there. That's a pillager outpost I would have not known was there. And there's a savannah too. What is that? Is that east? We'll visit the eastern savannah. Probably next time. Let's turn off Shader, shall we? Finish off the story. Then, you know, the night we go to bed at 2. I'm like, Jesus Christ, these guys need to shut up. And I forgot to mention, there was something that happened this whole entire trip. Actually, I don't really want to run without the shaders. I'd rather just run on 16. My toothbrush went missing, so I basically wasn't able to brush my teeth the whole trip. And it's like, what the fuck happened? It turns out my uncle went into the, because there were multiple bathrooms in this place, went to the bathroom that I was sleeping in and just took mine. And I was like, what the hell, dude? Like, he has like a short-term memory loss, so that explains it. But like, I was still kind of like, come on, man. Like I asked everyone, like, have you seen my toothbrush? Also, I had my iconic green sandals, which I use these green sandals all the way from, I bought them in May 2022 when I was in Florida, and I used them even at college for 2 years. I would use them actively, like go to the bathroom and stuff when I was living in my dorm my sophomore year, and I would use it too in my apartment my junior year, although not that much. To be honest, not that much. And I had them all the way up until August 2024 when they were just like, one of the sandals broke, so my dad just got rid of them, which is kind of sad. But either way, I've lost those sandals too, and like they had a maid and stuff who like put it in like the fucking closet or some shit. Guys, do you want to know what I just did? I just ate the fucking carrots. Oh my god. You know what? Fuck it. I'm an imbecile. No, I need those carrots because I'm... Ugh, dude, what am I fucking doing? My brain is not functioning. Returning to the village like another fucking time because I'm fucking stupid. We're gonna make this trip very, very quick though. Another bus came, by the way, of course. Every 5 minutes, I'm telling you. Whenever I stream, every 5 minutes. Or when I'm like doing readings and shit. Alright, whatever. Let's get... Ugh, dude. Yeah, that's the bus sound. Ugh, I fucking hate it. I don't understand why buses are so fucking loud. Like, why they can't just make them quieter. Whatever, I'm in a rage moment now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I need to stop raging. Fuck, dude. Okay, so... Back to it. Sorry, my brain can't concentrate. I'm just pissed off. Like, I need to become less of, like, a person who's annoyed by sounds. That's one thing I'm, like, really bad at in life. Sounds bother me. If someone's, like, washing the dishes or I'm watching a movie, I get mad. Like, stuff like that, you know? People, like, I need to find more harmony with the universe itself, which I'm trying to work on. But that's a personal thing. I just need to finish telling the story of the summer. I'm almost done. Sarfnic, you're literally almost fucking done. That was fucking weak. You know, I'm fucking stealing this shit. Potato. Carrot. Boom. Let me just rent out a bed for 2 seconds and I'm gonna get out of here. Oh great, one that's not claimed by a villager. Hey, this trip was actually kind of worth it though, because I got a potato too. This potato and this carrot, they're gonna grow into huge farms. I need to officially make my farming setup, which I'm gonna do after this. I'm sorry. Oh, it's the priest. You got trades? Huh? Can I trade with you? Wow, you're like, yeah, I'll bet, dude. Let's finish this story. So yeah, we end up going home. It's a bit sad, but obviously my aunt and cousin, well, obviously, you probably don't know this. My aunt and cousin are from Ohio, so I think they pretty much just drove there. Or they flew in there, I'm not sure. Actually, I think they flew in there. Ohio and Connecticut are not near each other, bro. So they fly out, and we fly out, and we arrive back home, and I tell you, when I tell you this, I mean it. It's pretty much the end of the summer. Like, let's be real, it's the end of the summer. I think that year I came back to college on August 19th, and I got back from the trip, I don't know, like August 10th, 12th, whatever, I don't remember. But, yeah, you know, I hang out at home for a couple of days. I remember one of the last things I did to end off the summer, I didn't really do much at the end of the summer. Oh great, now there's a siren. Went on a mega biking trip with my brother. We biked north, obviously, we passed by the place, we went around the place where I see the fireworks for July 3rd usually. And then we went to this like really far beach. We went to like this high school that's like a little bit north of my house. Like it's actually our rival high school. But once you're a college person, you don't give a fuck about the high school beef anymore. Like I barely even cared when I was in high school. Then there's then we went to this cool ice cream place in my town, which is like a complete opposite direction. So we did like a whole like diagonal after that. It was really cool. It was a really nice bike trip. And I remember after getting ice cream, there was some kids at the lemonade stand. Yes, different kids than the first time. These were boys, and they're a bit older. And my brother was talking with them, whatever. And I talked to them, and I was chill. You know, I know how to talk to kids. My brother was like super cringy, and at the end he's like, "I hope you guys enjoy school." I'm like, dude, why would you tell them that? Like, kids do not want to hear you say, "Hope you enjoy school." That's not what a little kid wants to hear, or just like young kid who's in like late elementary school days, early middle school days. But I guess you can't expect someone who doesn't work with kids to understand how kids work like I do. Or understand like how to interact with kids like I do. Anyways, I'm gonna set up my farm here. Is there a beehive here? Or can I get it? There's a beehive there. I can't get it. I think I'm gonna build the first farm over here because I think this is a good open spot. I think the other farm I will shortly get rid of. But yeah, let me set it up. This farm is gonna be simple. It's gonna be a potato farm. Start with one. I'm taking a screenshot. That's the one potato that's going to grow into a whole population of potatoes. Think about it. Ireland will be so happy. Technoblade will be so happy. Miss him so much. But, yeah, after that, the summer was basically over. I think I'll probably go back and be like, oh my gosh, there was this one detail I forgot to mention. So let me quickly do one thing before that happens. Let me go through my Snapchat memories and just see if anything else occurred then, or am I done finally fucking telling the story of summer 2023? Oh yeah, two things I mentioned. This actually both relates to the camp story, which I thought was funny. So before this, I had never seen any summer camp kids outside of summer and when camp was running. So I'd see them outside of the camp, but it'd be usually when camp was running, and it would be during the summertime. But this was still summertime, but it was after camp was running. I went to this park with my brother one time. We were walking around. This random girl who was like a purple pod kid, week 8, like just ran came up to me and said hi. It was kind of awkward. Like, I wish I said more to her, but I was like, oh, hey. And I just kept walking at my brother. And that happened. And then a different day, one of the last days of the summer, I went to the beach with my brother. It was like, you know, it was kind of sad. I was feeling depressed about the summer ending. And decided to go on like one last time went to the beach. And it was the beach right nearby. And sometimes people like rent the venue nearby. Like I mentioned earlier in the story, obviously, how there's a kid who had like a birthday party there. Yeah, I got another bus here. Anyways, there's this mean girl who was in my group. Well, she was in the purple group my first year, and in the second year, for the second half of the summer, she was in my group. I probably talked about her a bit. She was at the beach with her. Oh my god. Fucking wow. I definitely. That bus is loud as fuck. I know I could use these apples on like something better, like, oh my, there are 2 buses at once? Fuck off, man. I'm fucking streaming and there's like 6 buses every minute, but when I actually want a bus and I'm waiting, there's like none, dude. What are the fucking odds? Okay, sorry, I'm raging, dude. Yep, sorry, I just had a rage moment. You see, I need to find better harmony with the world, but overall, I'm just pissed off because I'm about to end this stream and then like, I have like one more detail I want to mention and like, ugh, whatever. All right, let's talk about it. I see her at the beach, or I see her like by like this venue, like this little like park place. Actually, this place is like relevant. When I was telling the story of summer 2022, it was relevant because it was like where I would hang out with a camp and stuff. So like this is a very relevant place. But anyways, I remember like I didn't say hi to her because like I wasn't sure it was her. Plus like we were just kind of walking by, but I heard her like talking about how she was from like or her like guardian, she was whatever, talking about how like they're from Michigan, and so I was like, oh yeah, that definitely was her. Anyways, that was pretty much the end. We went to the beach and swam one more day, and the next day we moved back into college, and that's the end of summer 2023. I finally told the story over a year it took. Summer of 2024 has already happened in between the time it took me to tell that fucking story. And I know it was really annoying, and I really don't enjoy doing these streams like I used to. That's part of why I pretty much stopped talking or doing these streams for a while. And it's even worse now because I've got this fucking college apartment with a horrible background. So I want to tell the story of summer 2024 because it expands on a lot from summer 2023, as well as it's just a cool story. But I want to do it before it's too long and I forget. And so I'm thinking when winter break happens, actually it's already week 8 of the semester, and that means in exactly 8 weeks we'll be done. But the second 8 weeks go by really fast. I was trying to eat this apple. Once that occurs, I will start telling the story, and I'll do it over multiple streams. I probably won't finish it, knowing me, and we'll see what happens from there. But summer 2024, it's probably going to take longer than summer 2023 to tell, but I want to do it. Thank God, I thought a bus came. I swear to fucking God, if that happened, I'd be so pissed. But yeah, I made some decent progress. I discovered a village. I made a farm. I'm going to make a pig farm now, I think, and then I'm going to end the stream. So, yeah. Sorry if my voice sounds super nasally, by the way, when telling this story. It's because I was sick, and even though I recovered from the sickness quite a few days ago, it still fucks with my voice. It happened in May, too, so it's just a normal thing that happens. But yeah, basically, I'm going to tell the story of summer 2024. I don't think I'm going to tell the story of any other stuff. Like, I really do. I would love to tell the story of winter break 2022 entering 23. That's the best way I can say it. It doesn't really roll off the tongue that well, does it? I would also love to tell the story of spring break 2023. Then there's some things I don't really care to tell the story of. Like, I don't know, not a lot happened in winter break 2023 entering 24. So I'm probably not going to tell that. But, like, you know, I want to tell more stories. So maybe one day I'll branch out beyond just telling the stories of the summer. But trust me, summer 2024 is epic. And it expanded on a lot of what happened in summer 2023 and 22. Especially the camp stuff. Like, obviously we're at camp for a third year. And I'll say my third year of camp was more fun than my second year of camp, which I told the whole story of this in this storytelling of 2023, but it was less fun still than 2022. I think being a camp counselor in summer 2022 is something I can never beat because it was such a fun summer. I got transferred a bunch of locations. It was my first time working the job. I think I'll never have that much fun again. But I will still say that summer 2024 was fun and definitely better than summer 2023 in most aspects. So I will be excited to tell a story about that because a lot of stuff that happened this summer gets expanded on. And I know I alluded to it near the end here because obviously since I started telling this story, summer 2024 happened. So yeah, stay tuned for a future stream telling the tale of summer 2024. There'll be a playlist for it. I'll probably have it at the end screen here when I start it. But yeah, I'm finally happy to be done with 2023. I hate that it took over a year. Obviously, I forgot some details that I would have remembered if I didn't take over a year, but I can't really say much about it other than, like, I'm sorry that I'm a disorganized person. Obviously, it's hard to tell a story of my life while focusing on Minecraft and streams and stuff, as well as, like, keep details secret because some of the stuff is private info, and a lot of the stuff I have, like, done a good job censoring, and some of it I haven't done a good job censoring. But yeah, like a lot of it's private info, so I don't want to like get too much into the grainy details. But you know, whatever. It's partially just so like in like 10 years when no one gives a fuck anyways, I'll have these streams to like remind myself of these days back when they were happening and ongoing. But whatever. I've enjoyed the past few summers of my life. Ever since summer 2021, every summer has felt better and better, which is going to be something that's going to eventually end, and I'm going to accept that, but I'm hoping that won't be until at least summer 2026. But yeah, I've said the word summer a lot. I've said the word 2023 and 2024 and all that shit a lot. And it's a bit confusing. So I will tell the story of this year's summer starting in December. So about 2 more months before I start doing it. Maybe even less than 2 more months. But I won't until then, because I don't want to tell the story here when I've got this stupid fucking background. Yeah, and I guess also part of the reason why I never really continue these streams is because my hardcore world ended. Oh my god, I realized I just went too far. My hardcore world ended, as you know, and because of that, I didn't want to start a new one, because I put so much effort in that old one just to lose it because of like a lava patch that I fell down into by accident. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Oh fuck no. I will see you guys later. Like we have the green pig as well as like the actual pigs here. The creeper's the green pig, obviously. Ooh, look at that moonlight. Alright, I'm gonna fuck off. I probably won't be streaming for the rest of the week. I'm surprised the stream went so well, seeing as my Wi-Fi is apparently bad. I'm prolonging the outro. See you guys! And obviously I'll continue this hardcore world until I die. Well, until I die in the world, or until